Esmond here for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you a better. And we want you to be safe and happy and successful in your betting. So, do it where it's legal. Exciting time to be involved in sports betting, sports handicapping, as it's being legalized all over the United States. But the rules are different from state to state, and some states don't allow it at all, like the former great state of California that I had to flee for my sanity and that of my wife and kids. Anyway, do it safely. Only bet what you can afford to lose because, as my friend Scotty Wetzel says of Swapposite Picks, nobody beats the boys in Vegas long term. Well, we're going to try. I just started doing some baseball handicapping, and man, you should be checking out my baseball picks because I'm like 14-4. Crazy. I got talked into it by one of the other handicappers here who said, really? No. If you do hockey, you can understand baseball. And he's been kind of right. I've been doing okay. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. So if you like the ponies, this is a big weekend. Personally, I'm not a huge horses on TV guy. Meh. Just like watching cars go round and round and round. I'm just not into it. But it is the Kentucky Derby, first leg of the Triple Crown. And I loved going to Hollywood Park when it was around. But even more, for my money, one of the best ways to spend an afternoon is a beautiful spring day, early fall day. It gets a little warm in the summer at Santa Anita. It's a great old racetrack. It's a wonderful place and a class operation. Great way to spend an afternoon. It's a bucket list worthy trip to go spend a day at Santa Anita. Just saying. Okay, let's talk about horse racing and my philosophy on it. I never bet favorites. Sorry. Favorites only win 30% of the time in horse racing. And the larger field that you have, the more horses in a race, the more crowded the field gets, the more likely it is that the favorite doesn't win. Unless you've got some crazy speed horse who is the favorite, the chance that a favorite is going to win, it just doesn't happen enough to have the short odds that you have to play. So I look for reasons to like horses that have fairly long odds. I like to bet horses at 10-1 plus. If it's not 10-1 or higher, I'm probably not interested because the payday just isn't very good. And, one of the ways to kind of hedge your bets, and you spend a little bit more and you get back a little less. But man, if you have a long shot and you do a win, place, and show bet and they do one of the three, you're still going to do pretty well. That being said, here they are. The number 9 horse in the race, Skinner. 20-1 projected right now. Now, the reason I like this horse is lineage. Skinner's sire, Curlin, won the Preakness and was in all 3 Triple Crown races on the board, came in the money, and has produced a handful of notable horses, including Kentucky Derby almost winner, Exaggerator. The Breeders' Cup Classic was won by Vino Rosso, and Distaff won the Breeders' Cup and Kentucky Oats. Breeders' Cup Distaff winner Malathat, and then also Belmont winner Palace Malice. So this horse, lineage to win it. Then you've got Mage. Mage has a good jockey in Javier Castellano, something you always want to look for. He didn't race as a 2-year-old, but this year in the Florida Derby, and so because he didn't race as a 2-year-old, he doesn't have the seasoning of some of these other horses. But just recently, and this is another thing I like in horses, recent success. Forte is the 3-1 odds-on favorite in the Derby. This horse had a rough run in the Florida Derby, got knocked around a bit, and ran Forte for all that horse was worth. Just about beat Forte in the Florida Derby. So if Forte is your favorite, you can get Mage at 15-1. Probably drops to something like 12-1 by race time, probably, because he's picking up some steam in the betting. Now, verifying. Speed. In a crowded race, a fast horse that can get off to a fast start sometimes can hang on. The problem with this horse is the only thing that is consistent about his performances is his inconsistency. I mean, he is all over the place. One race, he's brilliant. The next race, the gate opens and he looks around like, what, do I race now? I mean, I don't know what's going on in this horse's head. Speaking of the Godfather, anyway, inconsistent horse, but speed. If that horse gets out of the gate fast, look out. And then one of the longest shots on the board, and a horse I like, Reincarnate. Now, here's the thing. There are not a lot of fast horses in this field. Reincarnate breaks quick, always. One of the fastest horses out of the gate. And he's got 3-time Kentucky Derby winner jockey John Velasquez in the saddle. Experienced horse, front runner, quick breaker, and a great jockey. Look, these 20-horse fields can get muddled. A horse that breaks quick with an experienced jockey, when there's not a lot of speed in the race, if Reincarnate gets out, Reincarnate could go wire to wire. All right, I'm Loud Esmond. There you go. Kentucky Derby picks from me. Who knew? From the football guy. I love horse racing, by the way, so I know of what I speak. Loud Esmond here for Winners and Winers, trying to make you a better horse better.